as Beltane. This is translated as the time of the beginning of summer, May, the first day of May, or May Day. I'm taking this answer from the Irish Pagan School. It's an online community that I've been part of for several years now, and it's based in County Waterford, Ireland, and led by devotees of the Morrigan and the Dagda. The history of Ireland was changed by the colonization of England in profound ways. If you've ever suggested or guessed that an Irish or Scots person is from England, you were probably immediately made aware of your misspeech. I won't go into the long and involved history. I'm aware that it exists, and that's enough for today. Not unlike the indigenous people and religion of Turtle Island or North America, where we are, the indigenous people and religion of Eire or Ireland were co-opted by the British, and that's how we get the name Beltane. Beltane has its origins in the ancient shift from one half of the year to the other. Ireland used to only have 2 seasons. Marking the end of the winter months with the movement of people and animals. It was a time of great change and celebration with bonfires, feasting and rituals to honor the gods and goddesses of Ireland. In later language, it came to mean the month of the beacon fire, and in modern Irish, Beltane is the name for the month of May. I'm a history buff, and I'm a complete and total word nerd, so just please bear with me for a little bit more of this, because I love it. And you can immediately forget it all. There's no quiz later. So the Hill of Uisneach is the heart of Ireland, political, cultural, religious, and they light the Beltane fire. It's one of the oldest traditions, and in recent years, they've revived it. So later, if you want, there is some really spectacular footage and images of that celebration on YouTube. This morning, I've crafted a ritual to honor and appreciate the history of Beltane, centered in Ireland, and to also make it meaningful for us in this time and place, on the opposite side of the Atlantic Ocean. I offer this as my gift and tribute to the Morrigan and the Bive, 2 of many, many Irish deities. So as George lights our chalice, Eli is going to lead us in Rise Up, O Flame, and the words should be on the insert in your order of service. And you might want to just keep this out because we're going to chant a lot today.
For those who are with us, this should be a familiar tune. For those who aren't with us, we're going to sing it a few times. So, it goes like this. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision. One more time. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy. Great job.
We've come together from many places this morning, and let's now take the time to be here, Chanting is another way of meditating, and Eli's going to help us as we meditate this morning with Earth Mother, Sky Father chant. The words are again in your order of service. If your body needs to move to meditate or to stay warm, please feel free to get up and do so. Follow your intuition and your body will tell you what you need to do to be fully present this morning.
The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. Hey, yanga, oh, yanga. Hey, yanga, oh, yanga, hey, yanga. The sky is our Father, we must take care of him. The sky is our Father, we must take care of him. Hey, young, oh, young, hey, young, young. Hey, young, oh, young, hey, young, young. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. The earth is our mother, we must take care of her. Hey, young, oh, young, hey, young, young. Hey, young, oh, young, hey, young, young. The sky is our Father, we must take care of him. The sky is our Father, we must take care of him. Hey, young, oh, young, hey, young, young. Hey, young, oh, young, hey, young, young.
In earth-based and pagan traditions and rituals, we cast a circle to set aside a specific time and place as sacred, to name the time as sacred, and as a way to dedicate our work and energy to that which is the highest good for all. Today, we'll work as a community. Tim is going to drum for us as we circle the pavilion, declaring our intentions to the universe with our feet. And if you don't want to go outside of the pavilion and get wet, feel free to just move in place with your feet. In ritual, we move in order to cast or to bring things about. We move clockwise, the direction of the sun, also known as Deosil. circle is cast. We are between the worlds, and what happens between the worlds affects all the worlds. In ritual, it's also customary to acknowledge the elements of our world. air, fire, water, and earth. There are many ways to call the directions as well. Today, we're going to do this in community. I'll ask us to face the direction, invoke that direction and element, and then we'll chant, Earth My Body, 3 times in response. So Eli, if you would lead us in the chant once or twice before we start.
Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit.
So we're going to turn to the east, which we've named this corner of the pavilion. Spirits of the east, element of air and our intellect, we welcome you.
Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit.
And then if you would turn to that corner in the back, which is our fire. Spirits of the south, element of fire, our passion, we welcome you. Earth my
Body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit.
And if you turn to your right, the playground, that is west, which is the element of water and our emotion. Spirits, we welcome you.
Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit.
And then to this corner, looking down over the Conestoga. Spirits of the north, element of earth and grounding, we welcome you.
Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit. Earth my body, water my blood, air my breath, and fire my spirit.
Please be seated. When we come together for worship, we sit in one place and engage through our intellect. Today, we're starting with our amazing bodies, just as they are. We're saying thank you for the ability to breathe, the ability to move in whatever way we move now, here, today. We hear so many messages of what we shouldn't do, how we shouldn't be. For just this hour, let's practice something different and express our gratitude for who we are and how we inhabit our bodies right now and here. We have stations set up to allow us to experience the elements in a different way. I'm going to tell you about them, and then we're going to have about 10 minutes to explore them while Eli and Tim lead us in chanting and drumming. So I shared earlier that each direction corresponds with an element, and each element connects with a part of our being. So this morning, in the direction of east, I have a shell and a horn, and you're invited to name your joys, sorrows, and complex truths over the shell or the horn. And please be aware of the health of others and speak or whisper over them, not into them. So Beltane is a fire festival, and in Ireland, one of the more challenging and dangerous traditions is to jump the fire. And we're not going to do that today. In fact, Mother Earth has decided that we're not having fire today, aside from our little chalice that has gone out. Instead, there's a symbolic fire that you might have noticed as you came in, and you're invited to step or jump over the fire. As you're doing that, name those things that you want to leave behind, banish, or cleanse from your life. Please be careful. It's safer, not completely safe. If you need to hold on to someone, please do so. I had a thing about the fire in the cauldron, but we don't have that today. So. But anyway, just please be careful as you're stepping over or jumping or walking by the fire. So weather is something we keep trying to predict, and this morning was predicting rain. Water is one of our sacred elements, and so we have water for you to pour out in that corner in the pitcher. Feel free to just go off the corner of the cement, offer some of the water to the earth, and name something that brings you joy as you pour that water. And if you can't think of anything off the top of your head, I put 14,000 things to be happy about back there, and you're welcome to flip through and try to find one that meets today. And finally, earth is our fourth element that we ritually honor. And I invite you to find a bit of earth to touch this morning with your feet, if you want to stay dry. There's some rocks, some grass, some trees, or just gaze upon it and offer gratitude. And finally, Suze has brought some stuff to make flower crowns, which is another traditional Beltane tradition and way to celebrate May Day. So at this point, we're going to start chanting. You're welcome to join in the chanting, explore any of the stations, and I will call us all back in about 10 minutes.
We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of a rain flowing to the ocean. We all come from the goddess, and to her we shall return like a drop of a rain flowing to the ocean. We all come from the sun god, and to him we shall return like a ray of light, returning to the source. We all come from the sun god, and to him we shall return
You're welcome to continue working on your crowns. And
This is the time in our service when we will pass the plate and accept your offerings. You may also go to our website and to also make a donation online if you would like on the QR code that is there. A portion of the offering this month will be shared with the Lancaster Cleft Palate Clinic. Established in 1938, it is the oldest clinic in the world devoted to the comprehensive care of children born with cleft lips and palates and other craniofacial anomalies, regardless of ability to pay. Let us read in unison the affirmation of faith, which is in your program there, first in English and then in Spanish. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. El amor es el espíritu de esta iglesia, y el servicio es su ofrenda. Este es nuestro gran pacto, el convivir unidos en paz, a buscar la verdad con amor, y ayudarnos unos a los otros.
balance is something that's really important in pagan tradition, and it's important to name and honor both the beginning and the ending. So we're going to release the directions that we called earlier, and Eli is going to lead us in the chant Hoof and Horn before we begin. Some of you might be familiar with this chant already, which has different words, and that's fine, whichever version you know.
Hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Vine and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Vine and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Vine and grain, all that falls shall rise again.
So if you would face the direction of north, which is toward the Conestoga, spirits of the north, earth, and that which grounds us, stay if you will, go if you must, hail and farewell. Hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Vine and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Vine and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Vine and grain, all that falls shall rise again. And if we turn to the west, which is the playground, spirits of the west, water and emotion, stay if you will, go if you must, hail and farewell. Hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Vine and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Vine and grain, all that falls shall rise again. And then if you would turn to our fire, which is not very warm today. Spirits of the south, fire and passion, stay if you will, go if you must, hail and farewell. Hoof and horn, all that dies shall be reborn. Vine and grain, all that falls shall rise again. Hoof and horn, all of the East, air and intellect, stay if you will, go if you must, hail and farewell. So Eli, would you teach us the Celtic goddess blessing? It's the last one. May the circle be open.
This one's a little wordy, so we'll sing it a few times through. Ready? May the circle be open and never be unbroken. May the love of the goddess be ever in your heart. Marry me, marry part, and marry me again. May the circle be open and never be unbroken. May the love of the goddess be ever in your heart. Marry meet and marry part, and marry meet again.
While we've been together this morning, we've created and raised a lot of energy. We've already used some of that to stay warm, but there's still some left. So we want to send that energy out into the world to help affect change to the best of all people. So I invite you to imagine that energy as a beach ball. Feel that ball. Feel the texture of it. Feel the lightness and the brightness and the warmth. Put all your wishes for good, all your blessings into it. And when you're ready, take that ball and toss it up and out into the world. And to extinguish the chalice, which Mother Earth has already so obliged, we're going to repeat Rise Up, O Flame, although this time, as I want you to imagine that you're taking that flame and carrying it in your heart and out into the world. Remember the warmth as you encounter people this week.
Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy. Rise up, O flame, by thy light glowing, show to us beauty, vision, and joy.
So much gratitude for showing up to celebrate this Beltane in the rain as the mother wanted it today. As you go forth, go in peace and return in love.